Hello, everyone. How are we doing today? Happy Thursday. And thank you for all of you joining me in my live today for another live training with myself. My name is Coach Sara Frenza, and this group is mine. Well, not technically mine, it belongs to Facebook, but I have created this group. Particularly for women over 40 who want to improve their overall body composition, who want to build an hourglass body, for those of you that are having a tough time losing body fat, especially over the age of 40 as we navigate hormonal changes in our lives. I am here to be your guide on this journey to educate you on what is exactly going on with your bodies, to educate you on why what used to work for us before is no longer working for us. For those of you that are joining me live right now, I'm going to just put my phone on, and I see that some of you are joining me right now. So if you do have any questions throughout this whole training, please pop the questions in the comment section. I will try and monitor it as best as possible. I do have a whole presentation that I'm going to be going over and talking to you guys about. But if you do have any questions, this community is here for you. I'm here for you, to serve you, to guide you, and to educate you as much as possible. So I do like to have those of you that can participate and ask me questions. Please do not be shy to do that. And if you are watching right now, what I would suggest that you do is please say hi in the comment section. Let me know who's here so that I can feel like I am not talking to myself today. So actually, I want to give you guys a little bit of update with my own personal journey and what's been going on with me. I am currently in perimenopause. I am 45 years old. I'm going to be 46 years old right now. And I recently started hormone replacement therapy. It'll be almost 4 weeks that I started hormone replacement therapy. Some of the things that I started noticing, this is my job. I'm always in tune with biofeedback markers. Not only do we monitor biofeedback markers for a lot of our clients, but I am aware that our bodies will always communicate with us in terms of what's going on. So for myself particularly, some of the symptoms that I was experiencing is that, number one, I was feeling very low energy, especially in the morning. Found it very, very hard for me to get up in the morning. My training sessions were not as good as they used to be, like meaning I didn't have a lot of energy in my training sessions. I found that while I was, my recovery post workout was not that great either, like very sore for a few days as well too. Low libido, a little bit of brain fog, and I just feel like my motivation has overall declined. So I knew that something was off. And because, I am studying to be a menopause coaching specialist, like I'm very aware that, I am in the age range where hormones are starting to drop. That, we start to see a lot of these symptoms during perimenopause. And so I did go and see a doctor, particularly a doctor that deals with he's a hormone optimization doctor, actually really hard to get into. So I know some of you might ask, please, can I go see this doctor? I've already asked him if I can refer some of my clients, and unfortunately he's not taking any more. But there are lots of local doctors that deal with this, naturopathic doctors that deal with hormone optimization. Now, I will say, sorry, I had to take a drink of water. I'm in my gym and it's super hot in here. I don't know what's going on, but it does not cool down very well in here. So I do need to drink some water throughout this presentation. But I will say, prior to me going to the doctor, because of the knowledge and what I know, I tried all of the natural things. Okay. So taking all the supplements, really focusing on reducing sleep, stress in my life, trying to get more sleep as much as possible. Doing like nutrition was on point. I'm working out, walking, like all of the things that I teach you guys to talk about, that I talk to you guys about. But even regardless with all of that, yes, I did see improvement, but I know that I can function at an optimal level, and I wasn't functioning at that optimal level. Now, for some of you, like I'm very in tune with my body just because this is what I do. I'm a health and fitness coach. So I'm very in tune with my body. I'm very in tune with my training. And I'm very in tune with how I'm recovering because it's the knowledge that I have. Now, a lot of you probably, with making tweaks into your lifestyle, like a lot of our clients that come to work with us, just by making tweaks in their lifestyle, like getting more sleep, reducing stress, doing some more walking, changing their nutrition, they will see improvements in their hormonal symptoms. Now, I did see some improvements in my hormonal symptoms, but again, I wasn't functioning. I felt like an optimal level. So regardless of that, I went to go see my doctor. I got all my hormones checked, including progesterone, estrogen, testosterone, and also my thyroid. And it did come back that all three of those levels were extremely low, actually below normal levels, which would indicate why I was feeling that way. And also my T4 levels were quite low as well too. So I did start with bioidentical hormone replacement therapy. I've been doing this for 4 weeks. I actually took 3 weeks off of training. I'm going to get back to training this week. And honestly, guys, I just slept a lot. I'm averaging about 9 hours of sleep every night, sometimes even 10. I'm getting to bed really early, and I'm really prioritizing sleeping because my body needed it. And I could tell my body needed it because also with the fact that, I was able to sleep better because of the hormone replacement therapy. I take a progesterone at night, plus I take about 600 milligrams of magnesium at night. Both of the progesterone helped me have a better quality sleep. So didn't have interrupted sleep. I had better deep sleep and everything like that. So I was able to sleep like 9-10 hours every single night. And all I really did for these past 3 weeks was focus on recovery. And I've been feeling way better, more energy in the mornings. I'm also going to look at changing my training schedule. Now, I used to work out at 5 a.m. in the morning, but now I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm actually going to continue to sleep 8 to 9 hours so that I can wake up like an hour later, which will give me that extra hour of sleep that my body desires and needs. And I'm going to do fit in my workout like maybe on a lunch hour or the first part, like once I bring my kids to sleep, like the first hour of my day. And then I'm also going to do some of my workouts on the weekend as well too, when I'm not working. So I'll keep you guys posted on how that's going. Basically with bioidentical hormones, they basically, the way that it works is that I'm going to look up the terminology here, bioidentical hormones. The way that it works, the definition of it, it's the way that, hang on, I'll tell you the way that it is. So, the way, okay, I should have looked this up in terms of the way that it is. So it's the way that our bodies naturally produce it. I'm gonna have to get the actual definition of it and how it actually works. Is the closest to the real thing. So these hormones are chemically identical to the one that your body makes, so you can absorb them easily. Bioidentical hormones are made in labs and they come in different forms. So I'm actually taking creams for my estradiol and my testosterone, and I'm taking a progesterone pill. So I'll continue to keep you guys monitored. Now, I'm not saying, I'm just sharing my own journey and what's going on with me. I'm not saying that you all need to go out and do this. I'm not saying that at all. I'm sharing my own journey and what's going on with me. And I'm using the hormone replacement therapy to help get my levels back to, in the normal range if I can. we know that these hormones are going to drop during perimenopause and menopause. So that is my journey. I'll continue to share my journey with you, ladies, and tell you how it's going. But so far, they do say it takes a full 3 months to see the full effects of it. So I'm really in the beginning stage, having completed now, as of tomorrow, it'll be 4 weeks of this. And I'll continue to keep you posted on it. So far, my sleep is the number one thing that I've noticed. And with that, obviously, I'm getting better energy levels throughout the day as well, too. All right, so let's talk about what I came here for. So if any of you guys have any questions about that, please pop it in the comment section. Whether you guys have heard of what bioidentical hormones are. I know maybe a lot of you are on that within the community as well, but they can help. They can help with symptoms as well, too. All right, so I am going to talk about how we can burn stubborn fat over 40. A lot of times I'll hear from women, my weight just won't budge. So I went back to what used to work in the past and now it doesn't work anymore. For any of you that are watching this right now, has this happened to you at all? How many of you have tried to go back to a strategy that used to work for you in the past to lose weight, but you have found that it no longer works for you? Just pop a comment yes, that's me in the comment section. That is exactly what's happening to me right now. Where there was a time when you jumped into a fat loss protocol or weight loss protocol and things were firing on all cylinders, you lost a bunch of weight and looked great. Then life happened. Then several years later, you were frustrated and discouraged. So you went back to what you did in the past, only this time, nothing. So you're thinking to yourself, WTF, what the heck is going on? So you tried a little bit harder, you stayed consistent, and still nothing. So frustrating. So why is this happening? Why did it work before but not now? And I'm glad you asked, so I'm going to address it. For starters, the first time that you attempt to lose weight will likely be the easiest. Most of us are well past through that point. A lot of us have already attempted to lose weight in the first time. Maybe some of you haven't dieted, which if you haven't dieted, that is a bonus for yourself. But for many of you that are in this community, you are repeat dieters, you are chronic yo-yo dieters, and this is not your first rodeo. Yes, that's me. Yep. Okay, awesome. So there's something that many women don't realize about fat loss, and that it is adaptive. The adaptive, brilliant nature of our bodies, okay? Let's just ignore the fact that we have environment, hormones, and context may be totally different now than it was when you successfully maybe lost weight the first time. In other words, being older, in a new environment, hormonal changes, like I just talked about, and a different phase of life can all be responsible for the old thing that did not work. But we're going to set that all aside. And when you attempt to lose fat, you are imposing a stressor on your body, okay? So lack of calories and nutrients coming in, that is a stress to your body. And the goal is for your body to adapt by mobilizing stored fat and to burn it off, okay? So your body is tapping into stored body fat as energy, and that is how you're supposed to lose body fat. However, when the stress becomes chronic, meaning you continue to eat less and never give yourself a dieting break, like I just talked to somebody the other day, she's been eating at the same caloric range for the past 14 years and is wondering why her body is not losing any weight. So what happens is when you eat at a very low amount of calories for a long period of time, we see some negative metabolic adaptations that occurred. And I've talked about this a million times, so we don't need to go into it in depth. But the bottom line is that your body adapts by down-regulating your metabolism along with other hormonal consequences, okay? Here's the part that most people miss. Your body remembers. It's like an elephant. It never forgets. So let's say you were successful with a 1,200 calorie diet and you lost 30 pounds. The diet and number are irrelevant. I'm just kind of painting a picture here. Then you felt like crap. Life got stressful and you rebounded. gained all the weight back, maybe plus interest. And if you're watching this right now, 95% chance that this applies to you. So don't feel bad. In fact, it also applied to me. I've lost and gained weight many times. For those of you that are on the call, how many of you have this happened where you've lost and gained weight before? Just pop a comment like, yes, that was me. I've lost, gained weight, lost and gained weight before. And I want you to not to feel bad about it, because I want you to see that most of us are all in the same boat because the percentage is high. Anyways, years go by and you've been struggling with your weight. Eventually you decide, you know what? I'm going to try that 1200 calorie again, or whatever the protocol was in the past. Maybe you did intermittent fasting. Maybe you tried keto, whatever it is that you did. Maybe you cut carbs. So you go and do it again. So you jump in and you're ready to get the same result at last time. 30 pounds, see you later. Only you don't lose anything. Maybe only 5 pounds. But you quickly feel like crap and you can't sustain it. Your body remembers. Once your body recognizes the same shitty feeling as before, it's like, oh, hell no, we're not doing this again. And the adaptations happen much quicker, this metabolic adaptation that happens. The quicker your body adapts, the less progress you make. Before, it took a while for your body to adapt, so you keep making progress, and it was a new stimulus. But now your body remembers and it adapts very quickly. So this is not good. And again, this is also ignoring all of the other variables that may be playing a role now, like age, like hormonal state, like environment, your phase of life, and other stressors that maybe you didn't have the first time that you dieted. So the question becomes, what do we do about it? Once again, I'm here to educate you and instruct you on this. So clearly, putting your body into the same stressed out state isn't going to work, because you've tried it and we can see that it's not working. So my guess is that you've tried this many different ways with minimal results, if anything. So why don't we try to do the opposite? Why don't we send the safety signal instead of the stress signal to your body? By eating enough calories, your body doesn't feel threatened. It doesn't feel the need to preserve energy. And that is what we call a reverse diet. Now, in order to lose body fat, you still need to manage your energy balance, but priming your metabolism first will make it 100% more effective. Priming your metabolism makes fat loss so much easier. Priming your metabolism is not only done through nutrition, where we ensure that you are eating the right amount of calories and macronutrients for your body to remove that stress from your metabolism, but we prime the metabolism in other ways, okay? Some of the other ways that we can prime the metabolism is, number one, by strength training. This is important because we want to build a robust metabolism. The more muscle we have in our bodies, the more calories our bodies will burn at rest. We want to build our muscle. Okay, and resistance training needs to be more dominant part of your workout routine. It will maximize muscle gain, and it'll also improve your overall body composition. What I mean by that is having an overall lower body fat percentage. What the major issue is with losing weight, like I mentioned earlier, most people, 95% will regain that weight within 5 years, and most will regain it within the first year, and that is because of the loss of muscle mass, okay? The major thing that is a result of this is the loss of muscle mass that comes along with dieting. Muscle mass is has metabolic potential. So when you lose weight, by cutting too many calories, like doing a super restrictive diet, like less than 1,200 calories, you do way too much cardio, by putting too much stress on your body, you might be cutting way too many carbs, like doing this in a very, very restrictive way, you end up losing a lot of muscle. And it's like putting yourself on a metabolic credit card. Yes, you will see the gains and the result in the short term, but you will suffer the long-term penalties and regain that weight back. Muscle is powerful, so we need to do everything we can to preserve muscle and gain some, by making resistance training the main way that we exercise. Now, a woman over 40, we start to lose estrogen, and also probably a little bit of testosterone as well too, which both of these hormones are responsible for helping us build muscle mass. So we also need to ensure that nutritionally we are eating enough protein in our diets to help us build that muscle mass, okay? Now, cardio, a lot of you will say, well, what about cardio, Sarah? I thought that cardio is the best way for us to be losing body fat. And how many of you, yes, for sure, lost 100 and gained 40? Okay, so how many of you here have heard that cardio is the best way for you to lose body fat? How many of you have heard that? How many of you currently believe that? Just pop a comment in the comment section, yes or no. Yes, I've heard that cardio is the best way to lose body fat. Well, here's the reality. Cardio will only allow you to burn calories during that time period. It'll also strip down muscle, which will cause you to carry more overall body fat, which is going to affect your body composition. Remember, improving your body composition is having more muscle and less body fat on your body. Cardio can be fun, but if you are not seeing any changes in your body, it's because this is not a muscle building exercise. This is for heart health, okay? It's not so good for burning fat. There is a difference between exercise. The other thing that I want to talk about is there is a difference between exercise and movement. If you sit all day and you only work out for half an hour, 45 minutes, 4 to 5 days a week, you are considered sedentary. Movement of daily living, research shows that those that move more during the day are more likely to be healthier and manage their weight better. So how do we calculate this? Normally, this is through your daily steps. And I'm not talking about, a high intensity walk. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about high intensity exercise to get moving. I am talking about low intensity walking, daily movement, doing your chores, loading your dishwasher, making your beds, like doing all of this stuff throughout the day, which will calculate your daily steps. This counts all towards it, okay? The other thing that we need to do is in order to increase your metabolism, is we need to remove stress from the body. So sleeping better, which will help you reduce stress. So like, remember I talked about, like, I'm getting 8 to 9 hours of sleep per night. A lot of you are struggling with sleeping, and there's a lot of things, especially for those of you that are in the challenge right now. There are a lot of things that we're currently doing right now to improve the overall quality of stress that we're getting. Sorry, I've got a lot of light in my face right now. The other way that you can do this is managing stress through yoga, meditation, journaling, really whatever it is that helps you reduce your overall stress. The other big thing why walking is so important is that walking is one of the best ways and exercises that you can do to reduce overall cortisol levels and balance your blood sugar levels, okay? So now let's talk about stubborn fat. So the first thing is that I want you to understand we cannot spot reduce body fat. That means we cannot do a whole bunch of sit-ups or certain types of exercise to spot reduce body fat. That's not how the body works, okay? But we want to talk about what stubborn fat is, okay? So the fat cells have 2 receptors. One is a beta receptor and the other one is an alpha receptor. So the beta receptor, B, is for burning, and the alpha receptor is for anti-burn. Stubborn fat has more alpha receptors. So typically we'll see stubborn fat in women in their hips, thighs, bum area, and also midsection area, back, and also legs, okay? Speeding up fat loss from these stubborn areas, there are certain things that we need to do, okay? The first thing that we need to do is we need to stop dieting. We need to stop this eating less and exercising more, because this suppresses thyroid function and it also raises cortisol levels and it increases your insulin sensitivity. Now, when we look at people that do this model, typically what happens is that we see a much smaller version of themselves, meaning that they're still like carrying that body fat on their body, but they're a much smaller version of themselves. If you look at a runner, they're like, sometimes they're a much smaller version of themselves, but they actually look more flabby. Have any of you ever noticed this, that you went on a weight loss where you have exercised more and eat less? You've lost weight, but you actually look flabbier. You actually look like you're carrying more body fat, okay? Pop a comment section if you've ever recognized that. So what you need to do instead is we need to find a way that works best with the metabolism. So it could be eating less and exercising less, or it can be eating more and exercising more. And typically what we do with our clients that have this metabolic adaptation when they come to us, that the metabolism is the root cause of why they are not able to lose body fat. And I would say that 90% of the women that come to us, this is the root cause. What we do is we try to remove stress. So we want to make sure they're eating more. We're exercising in a way that we are reducing stress, and we are finding the right type of exercises that works with them. We're finding the right amount of calories and macronutrients that's perfect for them. But the first thing is that we need to stop eating less and exercising more. So we need to alternate between ways of exercising more or eating less, and at work and eating more and exercising more. We need to find a happy balance, okay? And how do we know? Because the metabolism is so reactive, we need to work with the metabolism. So how do we know our metabolism is reacting? We know this by our biofeedback markers. I talk about this a lot. So when our biofeedback markers get out of line or out of check, when our sleep, energy, mood, cravings, hunger, exercise performance, exercise recovery go out of check, we know that our metabolisms are reacting. Okay. And this is what we do when we work with our clients. We monitor this for our clients. We're constantly changing, adapting. We're making changes and tweaks to their nutrition or their exercise protocol, so that we're constantly seeing those biofeedback markers in check. Okay. So this is how we are going to work with your metabolism, so that we can help you burn that stubborn body fat. In addition, we want to make the fat loss phase as painless as possible, so your body doesn't adapt too quickly. Okay, we accomplish this through many methods, like we talked about. We'll do refeed days, diet breaks, maintenance weeks. We might adapt also your training program. Essentially, we want to constantly remind your body and your metabolism that everything is A-okay. Not only does this allow for more progress and helping you see the body fat loss that you're looking for, but you're also on higher calories and less misery. Like, as opposed to dieting at 1,200 calories, you might be dieting at 1,500 or 1,600 calories. Then we can also minimize stress by eating foods that you love. This allows for better mood stability and what our clients describe as effortless consistency. It allows them to be more consistent. And I really like that phrase, because nothing worth having comes from without effort. It also makes a huge difference when we align your nutrition with your training. Why? Because you guessed it, it's better recovery and less stress on your body. This will also help improve your body composition. So again, losing body fat and gaining lean muscle. And we also make sure that you fall in love with the process. So we build in things that you enjoy, like date nights, alcohol, social events, restaurant meals, so you don't have to sacrifice your entire life just for the sake of losing weight. You can actually have balance, look lean, and feel great. All of our clients experience this, okay? So this is what we do. This is how we work with our clients through our one-on-one coaching program. It's the process that we take in our Frenza Fit one-on-one coaching program that produces the most sustainable and lasting results for our clients, because we are ensuring that we're keeping their metabolic health super strong. So they get leaner and more toned, with more freedom and flexibility, and we improve the relationship with food, so they stop obsessing and stressing over what they need to eat. Now, One of the things that we do with our women within our community and how we empower women within our community is that we show them what is holding them back, okay? Is it your metabolic health? Is it your calories? Is it your macros? Is it your workouts? Is it stress? Is it your hormones? What is it, the main thing that is holding you back from that weight loss resistance? So what we do offer to everyone with the community is a free assessment. It's called our Frenza Fit Assessment, so that we empower you to show you exactly what's holding you back. And I do this for free for you. Normally charge $500 for this, but I do this for free for everyone within this community, so I can show you exactly what's holding you back. And I also give you the blueprint to show you exactly how to fix it. So for those of you that want this, some of you have it. If you're our clients, we've already done this for you. We're working on the root causes and getting you, to your goals with the guidance and accountability through our one-on-one coaching program. But for those of you that are in this community and you're frustrated, you're not exactly sure what's going on, just comment assessment in the comment section below. And we will reach out to you. Basically, what I do is I send you a form, you fill out that form, and then you book a time to talk with me. It's a 15-minute call, and I go over your results, and I tell you the exact blueprint on what you need to do in order to get the results that you want. So if you want it, just comment assessment below. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. I'm just going to check. Do we have any other comments here or any questions for the ladies that are watching? No? Okay. Assessment. Okay, Shelly, I will send it to you. I'm going to send you a message right now. Or if you want, if you could just send me a DM as well too, just send me a DM with assessment, but I'll message you right now. Thank you everyone for joining me today. I hope this was helpful, and we will chat soon. Oh, we have another, once a month, we do a live group workout, and we're doing that this Saturday at 9 a.m. Eastern time. And that's going to be done with Coach Tammy. So for those of you that want to come and join that, that's this Saturday at 9 a.m. with Coach Tammy. Come and join us for our live workout. We will see you then. It'll be live within the Facebook group. See you later, everyone. And thank you everyone for joining. Bye for now.